I once had a prospective tenant tell me about his time spent as a former practice squad member of the Carolina Panthers. Injuries plagued his starred career at the University of South Carolina, preventing him from being drafted, but allowing him a chance to prove himself as a practice squad player. Then a knee injury permanently ended this former Gamecock secondary squad captain's professional career. Several children and poor financial choices later, and he now wanted a single wide. He dropped off his application, left the office, and I took to Google. Turns out, not only did his name never appear on any Carolina Panthers roster, ever, but his name also never appeared on any USC Gamecocks former roster either. Google did yield his LinkedIn page, though, complete with work history and a glimmering selfie that clearly belonged to this prospect. He was a cook at IHOP that never attended college. I don't doubt he played high school ball. He definitely looked the part of a former athlete. But why did he lie so brazenly? That incident happened a couple years ago, but a recent event in the sports world reminded me of that tenant. Regardless if you follow sports, you have undoubtedly heard of a sports star making something ridiculous like $30 million a year, but having a serious attitude problem that prohibits the star from winning consistently. I often find myself saying, if someone paid me $30 million a year, I would just shut up and play. Put another way, if $30 million doesn't encourage you to just leave the drama at the door and focus on winning games, then no amount of money would, right? It turns out that psychology points to a cause for this. Our human nature doesn't like peaceful times. It gets bored. When bored without purpose or without conflict, our minds have ways to create drama or attempt to solve issues that may actually not really be that important. Can you recall a time where you were angry with a coworker or boss? Were you making $30 million per year? Probably not. I, for one, have certainly wanted to quit jobs over issues that, in retrospect, probably could have been resolved if I just had a better attitude. Let's tie this back to mobile home parks. You will become angry with an investor, contractor, tenant, business partner, employee, or someone at some point in your journey. Your mind could race to an extreme. Let's end this partnership. Let's never do business with them again. We'll do better off alone. My question to you is this. What makes that fundamentally different than a professional athlete's drama? My answer? It isn't. You must be aware of your mind's literal need to have something epic, important, consequential to tackle. Otherwise, your mind will be tempted to elevate what otherwise should be a non-issue to a completely inappropriate level. And treating something minor like it is something major will cause unnecessary issues. Tim Ferriss put it best with this quote, "Lacking external purpose, the mind turns inward on itself and creates problems to solve even if the problems are undefined or unimportant." For this mid-month wisdom, I want you to walk away with this nugget of knowledge. Don't let your wartime mind create peacetime problems. Overcome your own psychology. Do not get in your own way. So what happened to that IHOP cook? I approved him. He sported a clean background check and good enough credit to make a deal. And as of this recording, he is still living in one of our communities. I really enjoy him as a person too. Why did he lie so brazenly over something so easily verifiable? A part of it may have been low self-esteem, or a personality disorder, or a manic state, or a reckless attempt to build rapport with me, or maybe he just needed to make himself feel important. We all want to feel important, like we matter, and that we're a part of something important, even when we aren't. And it's when we aren't part of something important that we trick ourselves into thinking that we are a part of something important, and then we risk getting in our own way, like by lying about being a former professional athlete, or ruining a partnership over a disagreement, or not speaking to a family member because they voted for the other guy, or not approving a qualified applicant because they wanted to impress you. So, whether the problems that you are experiencing are in fact truly significant, or just exacerbated by a bored mind, you have the power to choose your own behavior.